Welcome to Andy Decodes. Sit back and enjoy as we dive deeper down into the rabbit hole.
Hello. Well, I was joined by Alex, and he literally just vanished halfway through the intro. So he should be back in a minute. He's having a couple of issues. But anyway, we're going to be talking about mine and his trip down to Rendlesham yesterday. I was only there about 3.5 hours in total. It's good, really good day. Very hot. So a lot of walking about. Oh, he's back.
I vanished, was I? What happened there?
I know. Thought it was Houdini now. So I was just saying, we did about 3.5 hours walking around.
Yeah. Wow.
Hot day. Met a few people, asking what we was doing, and they seemed interested in what we was up to, weren't they?
Well, once we told them we were celebrities.
Oh yeah. Well, we didn't see anyone else after that, did we? So it was a good day. It was great to meet each other and all that. And yeah, it was good.
It was.
But I was saying to you, I was so surprised when we first got there and we started on the trail. The amount of butterflies, crickets, and dragonflies.
Yeah, I've never noticed those before.
Because as you walk in, not only, like I said to you after, didn't I, you can hear the crickets in the grass. But as you're walking along the path, you had to be careful where you were standing because there were that many on the floor.
That's right.
Crickets and grasshoppers, wasn't it? There's hundreds of them. So,
could have been aliens.
Dragons.
Could have been aliens, I suppose.
Could have been. It was near. It was near enough, wasn't it? Weren't too far away.
No, I've never noticed those before, to be honest. All those insects, not like that.
Yeah. Because where we parked, there's tons of butterflies on the cars as well, weren't there?
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about.
No.
I reckon they followed you down from where you live.
Definitely not.
That's well.
They'd be carrying knives and guns if it were. Oh, right. So where should we start at the beginning?
Yeah, why not?
So we met in the first car park, wasn't it? It's the only car park, really, isn't it?
Eastgate car park, that is. Eastgate.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we went on the UFO trail. Now, for those that know that I went a few weeks ago, I was actually in the right area. I was just on the other side of the trees. I was literally, 50 yards? 100 yards?
100 yards, maybe.
That. Yeah. So close yet so far. Should you put some images up? I can share some if you want.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I'll just gutted I can't put my lights on.
No, I know. Right. So I'm going to share this one. Oh.
Didn't see one of those yesterday.
No. Didn't see anything. There's nothing. Oh, here we go. Right. There's a bit of a delay, isn't there? About 20 seconds. Can you see anything on there now?
Only there's a lot of images.
A lot of thumbnails.
Thumbnails, yeah.
Yeah, right. Now what I'm going to do, right. Share screen. Because I'm sharing window, not screen. Right, here we go. This might work a little bit better.
That's
so
okay.
that's where,
Come up.
yeah, so that's where we start. Actually, it says underneath it UFO trail. So these are just as walking through, aren't they? Shall we go right the way through to where you were stood, where you was pointing where that thing was on the ground, and we can talk about that.
Okay.
So this is like right at the start. You can see the cars parked just through the trees. So we're not that far away from the.
You mean the lights that? You mean the lights that appeared? Is that what you mean?
Oh yeah, because that was along here, wasn't it?
That was right at the beginning. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a few yards in from the main
there.
road, actually.
So do you want to talk about that then when you went?
Yeah, I've mentioned it before, but it must have been about 4 years ago. I think it was October time.
Yeah.
It was, the clocks must have gone backwards, forwards, whatever they do in October, because it was dark. It was only about 6 o'clock, 6:30, and there was one camper van in the car park, in our car. And as we walked in, again, probably 50 yards, somewhere around there, these two massive lights appeared, they were like searchlights, massive, quite big things. And as we turned to look back at the car park, see if it was these guys that had come out of their van, but it weren't. 3 orange orbs appeared. So we went back to the car, and in the car, the 3 orange orbs. And the person I was with, it was a car, couldn't get in the car, wouldn't let her in.
Yeah.
So in my way of my language, said what I said. And guess what? It opened.
Yeah.
So there you go. Everyone understands this international language, don't they?
Yeah.
Which I won't repeat on here.
Please leave.
Yeah, please leave.
Something like that.
And it was so cold. It was really cold that evening as well. It was probably October, November. It was very cold.
Yeah.
But these orbs, as we'll talk about them later on, because what we saw, also what we saw yesterday. But
we didn't realise what they were, though, did we?
We didn't.
Not straight away.
Because I've never seen them before.
No. And they were quite big.
Yeah.
So I've not told anyone about this. I've just told people that we had a bit of activity going on.
I mean, I've been going there probably, must be 14 years now.
Yeah.
And not just once or twice. I mean, I sometimes go down there 4 or 5 times a week. Day, evening times, I've been there all through. And I've never seen that before.
No. Right, so that was at this bit. So this is literally us walking through. A couple of back shots as well.
There we go, going deeper and deeper.
Deeper.
What's in the forest? This what's in the forest.
Don't know what that was. I've just put all the photos on, so I'm just going to flick through. Of it, easiest way. Then because somebody else might see something in any of the pictures. I went through them all yesterday and did not see anything out of the ordinary in any of them. So do you want to talk about this opening that we're coming up to now at the top of the trees?
Yeah, this it's such a shame I can't show you my photos because it won't allow me to do it on here. This is the area where I took a photograph. I must be going back 8-9 years now, and some people have seen it on here, and they look like monks or druids amongst the trees. Who's that? Oh my God, the state of that.
I like, wait.
Yeah, that's me doing my pointing bit.
Yeah. So it was there, wasn't it? Across
It
here.
was there. But past there, where I am now, was this figure. It was in the shape of like a fish, but it was massive, and it was right across that piece of road. It was a brown fur thing, but it was joined on. The picture was actually part of that, and the monks or whoever these people were. I think you've seen the photograph, Sandy, and I
Very
think
probably.
There was probably 5 of us there that day. I don't mind passing them over to you later on. I mean, it just won't allow me to do it on here.
Yeah, you could send them on Messenger. Then
yeah,
I can share them then if you want. But this just in the ferns where these bushes and trees are, and that way you said the monks were, like in this area.
That's where these monks were, and had that thing been lying in the road, we'd have seen it or fell over it. But it's only the camera that picks this stuff up.
Yeah. So we got to the top. So I'll just go back a bit. So as we're walking up there.
Yeah.
So where you stood then was there, and that thing was across there. But we went to the right, didn't we?
We turned right. Yeah.
Yeah. So flip through. Right. So then we started walking down there, and this is where all the crickets, grasshoppers, moths, butterflies, dragonfly, everything was around here. But as we're walking along, like I said, there's a couple of back shots just in case there's anything behind us. But as we're walking along here, I noticed something, didn't I, at the corner of my eye?
That's right.
Do you remember? So
I do remember.
We got a bit further down, and we was just walking and chatting, and we got to. I'll go back a bit. I think it's just before or just after this bit. I'll leave some of these pictures up because nice photos. And I seen something moving, didn't I? From as we're walking, say we're walking north, whatever was walking through the trees was going south.
That's right.
But then all of a sudden it wasn't there. And it was on there for about a second, but it looked like a man dressed in grey, like whatever it was like a grey uniform with a grey hat on. Now, I meant to have a look last night, but didn't get a chance. And it was, I think it was between them two trees, wasn't it? It's between that one and that one. And you've seen it move and then look back and there's nothing there.
It had gone, yeah. I didn't see it personally, but you did.
No.
But that's what happens in there.
Yeah.
They're very quick. Whatever it is moving is always quick.
Yeah. But so I'm just looking online now for like grey military uniform. Okay. And there's a lot of German World War II uniforms that are grey.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that there's some photos as we get further down that you seen them two German airmen, didn't you?
Yeah, as we walk down there to that, like it's like a crater, and again, it was probably 5-6 years ago. We're not there yet, are we? No.
No.
When we get there, tell you.
Yeah, we're nearly there because that's
Yeah, we're nearly there.
So it was in there, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's
So that dips
where
down.
How
far
were behind.
that goes down about? Yeah, that goes down about 10, 15 foot. Do you reckon?
Must do. Yeah, must do.
At least.
Yeah.
You can't really tell in that photograph, can you?
Especially with all that greenery,
That's a bit
but in the winter you can see how it is quite deep. Yeah. But it was in there where I was walking along one day, and these two German airmen appeared, and they had all the flying gear on, and they said to me, "We are sorry for what we've done and what we were about to do."
Yeah.
And what was the plane they were flying in? Since I had that COVID, my memory is awful. Anyway, they give me the name of the plane, and which I will remember later on. I don't think I could remember it yesterday. And they found one of these. They were actually, Woodbridge Airfield apparently was the biggest and the widest airfield in Europe.
Right.
I think it's 4,000 feet. So they were either heading into Woodbridge, or they crash landed, one or the other. But these two guys appeared there, and it was up on the top of that crater. Maybe 10 years ago, I was there one evening with some guys who used a spirit box.
Yeah.
And I was a bit dubious about that, as we are.
Yeah.
And it said there are 10 people here, but there are only 4 around the table. And that was actually correct.
Yeah. Right. I've just found an image of what I seen. Obviously not the face, but the rest of it.
So
German.
That's a German.
It's that woolly, felty type material.
Yeah.
And that's what it was. It wasn't like cotton or polyester or anything like that. And it was that fleecy type stuff. And I didn't see a helmet, but obviously because it was there and gone with it by the time I'd seen it. But it definitely had something grey on his head. So I think possibly that's what it was a German soldier. And I seen that before you even mentioned the two airmen, because we hadn't got to that point. It was about another 10 minutes down the track, wasn't it?
Heinkel, that was the name of that plane. Sorry.
That's right. I just remembered.
Honestly, no, this COVID thing just does your head, does your memory. Heinkel it was. And they actually, I think, near the railway crossing that goes through Woodbridge, Melton, I think that they found a Heinkel. So there you go. It's that's what happened. Oh, I'm gonna have to write everything down because it's just gone. And because it's old age as well is creeping in, I think there. Not sure get that. Anyway, carry on.
So it was I just thought I'd look for that while you was talking. But it was definitely that felty type material. Do you know what I mean? So, and then when you said that afterwards, it might not have been. It might have been something. Might have been nothing. But I think if it was anything, that's what I think it was a scene. Because it was like I said, it was this color grey.
Yeah.
It looks lighter on here, but it's like gunmetal. No, I won't say gunmetal grey, but I don't know that grey anyway.
And it's all in that area is where I've got the photograph of because we were talking about Bigfoot, weren't we? And I've got this strange animal coming out the trees. So where you saw that German or whoever, That's where we got the monks, that strange-looking creature, this animal, and the two Germans in that dip. Plus, up on the top of that crater is where we were told, that's it, up there, where the spirit box said there were 10 of us there.
Right. But when I went, when I went to Rendlesham on my own a few weeks back, I was on that side, but further back through the trees.
Yeah.
So I was only a couple of minutes away.
You were by the sand dunes with all the holes in, weren't you? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like over that bit, wasn't it? Around there. I can't believe how close I was and didn't even realise.
And his guided tours go anywhere. Mystery tour.
Go anywhere, but not where you want to go. You can see how steep it is on that one. So yeah, and that's
it's an easy.
I just thought I'd take
easy place to get lost. I can tell you now.
Oh, yeah. But I just walk around taking photos randomly because you never know what you're going to pick up.
No.
Especially in gaps like that, it's could be anything in there. So this is us on our way back out. Eventually. Right, so we're coming up to where the replica UFO is now, aren't we?
Yeah. Which isn't the actual landing site, by the way.
No, but I think that is from. Oh, don't know who that was. I think it was once we'd spoke to that couple with a kid. Now this one intrigues me. I meant to send you this last night. What's that there?
Oh, good.
Because that isn't anything to do. Because the replica UFO is in an opening.
That's right.
And it's not a tent. And that wasn't there when I took the photo. Or is it?
No. No, it's not.
That's not the top of the replica, is it?
Because the replica was it is open. It's all open. We'll find that in a minute. We'll go there in a minute.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. You know, I find every time I look at these photos, I didn't look at yesterday's. I haven't really seen them yet.
Yeah.
When you look, and that is how I find these things on my pictures.
Anomalies.
That's the word I was going to looking for. Anomalies.
Joe said, "What? Sorry, Alex."
That's right. There's a
Joe said, "Yeah." So I just think that's something that's up on a fence.
Don't remember.
I don't remember seeing that.
No, I don't.
So, and this was before we was chatting to anyone.
Yeah.
But that is like it's on top of the bushes.
Yeah. No, there's nothing there.
And it's like I don't know what that is. I didn't see it and did not see that in any. When I took the photos yesterday, I didn't see that. Otherwise, I'd have zoomed in and took it.
In any case, it would have flattened the bushes, wouldn't it? Wouldn't be sitting there like that. No, I don't remember seeing that.
That might just be a pole with leaves in front of it. It's hard to tell when you get too close because it pixelates. No, I've no idea what that is.
Oh, I'll check my pictures later on.
Yeah. So if anyone has got any things about that could be. Yeah, I noticed it last night when I was going through and I tagged it. I thought, right, I'll tag it. And then any more, I'll tag that and then send them to you. But I would have seen, if I've took that picture and I've seen that as I'm taking the photo, I'd have took close-ups of it or gone right up to the tree and seen what it was. Some are a bit blurry, but never mind.
There he is. See, that's right in the open. That's nowhere near the bushes.
So
is it?
where there? So if that couldn't have shown up like that other image, could it?
No. No, it definitely weren't that.
No, they're the symbols supposedly that the guy downloaded when he touched the original object. See, and if that sign didn't, that other thing in the picture to the right didn't look like that. It looked similar to that, but you could tell it isn't that.
No, that weren't that, Andy.
No,
it's nowhere near the trees, nowhere near the bushes.
So can we just go back to that?
There it is.
Right, so it's this one. Yeah.
There's something on that next one as well. The last one you had on there.
What?
On that last picture,
The one before that?
Before that. What's that? There's something.
This one?
There. Yeah. So maybe it's not. Maybe it's just nothing. Oh well, maybe it's nothing.
Oh no, there's something there.
Something there as well.
How did we not see these?
Well, I'm back down there next Tuesday. I'll have to have a look.
See, are you sure it can't be the sculpture?
No, can't be, because it's not. The sculpture isn't near the trees. Exactly, is it?
No.
It's in the middle.
No, because that is definitely on top of bushes, isn't it? There's no. You'd see the opening if it was. Sorry if we keep zooming in and out so quick. You'd see the opening if that was the sculpture.
No, it's not.
Because look, you've got what? Say that's 8 foot. At least 22, 25 foot from one edge of the grass there across to the other. No, so I have no idea what that is. But anyway,
I'll have a look at it next time.
I'll send you that so you know the location of it. I know you'll know, but and then presuming these are what people have made and not Bigfoot. The shelters. They even put a fence around so you can't get in. But yeah, so now this bit we're making our way over to eventually.
We're going up to
we believe is the original.
That is the tree. I mean, as we walked up that past the UFO thing, I swear 2 weeks ago I saw a woman just glide past me.
Yeah.
And I obviously trying to find her, but she'd gone. And I don't know.
But there's M2. There's that tree that's fallen, so she couldn't have got through anyway, could she?
She couldn't have got through, and she just glided past. Whoa! So yesterday I thought I saw someone. I said to you, I'm sure there's someone over there again.
Yeah.
As we were talking to those people, and I said to you, somebody's gone past. I saw somebody, but they didn't. Yeah. They didn't go any further.
They didn't come back out.
Didn't come out again. No. And that tree is where I took the photo of my daughter. and my granddaughter, and there's a figure standing behind my daughter, looking out over the farmer's field with some
Like
old-fashioned
that,
hat or garments on. I'll send them over to you, Andy. You can have a look.
yeah.
Cool, there's a
So-
spectacle.
One second. Yeah, because I think it was not far. These are just like, I'm just turning on my heel on these ones, just taking photos. And this one's back, obviously, the tree again.
See, that is where that is, I believe, I've been told, where the actual landing site was.
Yeah.
Where that tree is. So,
Yeah, because if you think, going back, how long ago was it?
43 years ago.
Yeah. So that after that land wouldn't look like it looks like now.
No.
Guessing that fence, that wire fence wasn't there.
And
The
over
ferns
the fence,
probably weren't there.
over the fence is the farmer's field.
Yeah. But so the reason we took these pictures of the ground is because we both seen. Did you see the first one, or was it just the second one?
I saw a big one.
Right.
I thought it was my camera or
Yeah.
reflection, but it weren't.
Yeah. So that's a farmer's field, isn't it?
That's the farmer's field.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then over the back of that is Butley Priory with the monks.
Yeah. Spider, I think.
Yeah.
Just checking.
But ever since that day, it was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody I've gone there with, I've said, stand by that tree. Just let me take a photograph. And that has never appeared again.
No. Right. So what happened was I was stood here where Alex was in the fort before, and you moved across to this part, didn't you? You were stood there, and you was telling me like what had gone on over the field and that with Larry Warren and everything. And then I just seen what I thought was a reflection of either my watch or your watch go across the ground. But my watch is only about an inch, the face of it.
And it's black.
So
They're black faces as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and you can see that there's not much light getting through into the bit of the ground where we stood. Well, there's just like little speckles. But I seen what I thought was a reflection off the watch go from there, move across. It wasn't even in a straight line. It was like that till it had gone. And I just thought, oh, it's Alex who's getting his camera, and as he's turning his camera, his phone round, the watch is catching the sun and reflecting on the grass. Then we realised if you've got your camera, there's more chance of the reflection hitting me in the face than hitting on the ground. Otherwise, you'd have been cock-handed like that, trying to get your camera. So it wasn't. I don't think it was possible.
No, it wasn't.
And then
again,
the second one that we've seen. Sorry, go on.
Orange, it was an orange colour, wasn't it? As well.
Yeah, it's like orangey yellow. Oh, yeah. Show you. I've got. So these post-it notes, it was like, just throw them across the room. It was more like that colour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like it was pale orange.
I don't know, it was quite, diameter was probably, it was quite.
I'd say it's quite big.
Yeah.
At least as big as a tennis ball, I'd say. Both of them. Now, if that had been this, it would only reflect it the size that it is. So we'd see it, and it'd probably look like, I don't know, size of a 50p piece, £2 coin maybe. But this was like easily size of that coaster.
Definitely.
And
I've
there were
never seen
two.
that before. Never seen one of those before. Not like that.
No,
Not in that.
but
Not in that.
I didn't say
area.
anything to you though, because I just thought, oh, it's like reflecting off the watch. Then
Hmm.
it wasn't until the second one that you pointed out. You said about the arm. I thought, oh, I thought it was reflect. That's when I said I thought it was reflection off your watch.
No,
We tried doing the reflection; it didn't do anything. We couldn't do it. We couldn't
nor the
replicate it.
camera.
Or
The
nothing.
camera wouldn't either. So
Oh, you had your lens cap on because you thought it was that, didn't you?
yeah, I had a lens cap on.
Well, caps on it. So that was the only two things it could have been: watches or your camera. But the cap was on because everything else was square or rectangle, like the phones, and we didn't have anything else.
Didn't have anything else. No. Very strange.
And they both went in the same direction. They both came from around where these ferns are here, or went across. But the second one, so the first one I seen went right the way across, and the second one I think it started around there, but then went into. But it didn't go up along the fence; it stayed along the floor.
Hmm.
And then when it got behind the tree, it just wasn't there. Then was it?
Yeah, very strange.
So yeah, I don't know. There were two orbs. Oh, remember when I was saying to you about stuff I've caught on camera, and it's not been a lot. Most of it has been off camera.
Yeah.
And I said there was an orb, but it was at a Horton house in Bedford. There's me and a guy called Richard that had gone. And I took a photo of one of where the doorways used to be, because we had the K2 meter set up, same as the one you've got with the lights and the needle. So I was filming, but I was taking photos as I was filming, so I was getting still shots of the video. And there's an elongated orb on that, and that was the same color orange.
Yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is the same color.
Yeah. I've just realised that. So yeah, so that the orb that I seen in Bedford is the same colour as the two orbs that we seen yesterday. But then it was like, so we came out of there, and we kind of noticed that there wasn't. There's a few people about, but
There was
over the other side on the other. There's quite a few paths going through, isn't there? So you can go down all different ways. But once we got, see, that always gets me where it's lay across like that, the horizontal branch. See, that could be a person though, because it isn't high up. So I don't know, but so we're walking down there, aren't we? Going that way out.
Yeah. Walking towards track 12.
Yeah. But as we get, right. I'm just so where that tree's uprooted and fallen across. I thought I took more photos of that. I didn't take any photos until we got past it because we had to walk around, didn't we?
That's right.
Yeah, so it was a roundabout there. So in this one, so it's one tree, but it's got two stumps. I know it's pixelated, but it goes all the way across. So you've got so you're coming down the path, then you've got to walk around like that, or around that way. That's the easier one. Well, that's where you seen that floating woman, wasn't it?
That's right. Now, this is where you get people think they see things. If you zoom in.
Yeah.
No, back out. There. That looks like a face behind us.
Yeah.
Can you see what I mean?
Bit? Oh, that bit.
That bit. No,
yeah.
the bit at the top. The bit you.
Oh, this one.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like someone's face.
Yeah.
And you said we were being watched and followed down that track.
Once we got past this bit.
Yeah.
I started getting the feeling of this because
Someone
it just
watching us.
seemed to it changed because no one else was coming down where we was walking. Everyone seemed to just stay away from where we was.
Mm.
And that, to me, that didn't make sense. So there's literally me and you down there, and that was it. We could hear other people, you could hear them walking about, and kids on bikes and all that. But
Be interested in the people who are watching this now, because there's quite a few people watching, what they think of that figure behind us. Don't look like somebody there, some head there.
No.
And when I try to chase that woman, or the ghost or whatever it was, she would not have been able to get across that tree stump. She would have had to have walked around or run around it, you see.
That's at least what, between your hip and your knee? So about 2.5, 3 foot.
So that's why I think it was some sort of spectre.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're literally walking down. I said just taking random shots, but I think it was here where I said it feels like it was, because that's why I took a photo. So this was on, as we're walking down, this is on our right-hand side.
Yeah.
And it just felt like there was something in this area that was spying on us. I won't say it was anything that if it was supernatural, it could have been military or whatever, because the way they camouflage themselves, unless you stand on them, you ain't going to see them. So, and then we got to the tree, didn't we? Right, yeah. So, right, so that zoomed right in, but then you can't see that face thing at the back anymore.
I can see it.
Okay, oh, is it that one?
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
It probably isn't, but it just looks like something there.
Yeah.
But there was definitely something watching us yesterday, for sure.
Yeah, there's definitely something about, like I said, in this area. So this was a tree of doom, didn't we call it? So I put my digital reader on there because you for some reason you just decided to get the K2 out and see what we get. I think it's because we said we felt like it was being followed or watched or whatever.
The K2 started to go mad.
So I just stuck that in the tray, see if we got anything, but I've just seen if we can see anything behind, but there's something there. That might be nothing, I don't know. See that white bit?
Because I've always said, you don't always see it, but a camera does.
Yeah. See, that looks too not natural because of the shape of it. It's too square. To me, it looks like that. Oh yeah, so yours was having a dance, and mine wasn't doing anything, was it? And then I should have. Oh, there is another picture that I need to go back to and see if you think the same. I'll do that in a while because it's right at the beginning. But so if anyone wants me to send them these photos and go through them, I'm more than happy. But at that tree, I think I did videos, didn't I? I'm sure it was. Let me. Oh. No. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this off, and then I'm going to add. I'm going to share the screen. It'll be easier.
Okay.
So just bear with me 1 minute. Sorry about this. Share screen. Entire screen. This one. Share. I knew it'd go on there.
Didn't you send that to me later?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh. It's not showing the video. Now let me see if it'll play the next one. No.
No.
79p to play it.
Yeah. As I say, the videos I put on today, which I can't get to,
Yeah.
I've had to go through PowerPoint. That's all streaming,
Right.
I would accept.
Oh, is it? I'm going to try Windows Player.
Yeah. I think I accept Google Pictures as well.
No, it's only playing the audio. I wish I'd have known this before.
I spent ages this morning putting that together. I thought, oh, that looks good, that video over the meter, and I can't share it with you. So
Yeah. Right, I've lost my screen. No, it won't play anything. It says I've got a missing codec. Sorry about that. Right, but I'm just going to go back to where we was stood at the tree. Now, it did look like I could see something. There was a gap. It wasn't that one. It was a gap, and it's only in one of the pictures. Just let me check on my phone, because I started it on my phone to so I wouldn't lose it. There's that one. Right, it should be. Should be the next one. No, it's not that one. Sorry about this, guys. Just that many photos. This one, right. Now, if you look at this, you can see two things there that are not in any of the other photos. Now, I didn't notice this before we took the picture.
I've not seen
Now
that before.
that looks like a face looking sideways.
Hmm.
I'm not saying it is. It could probably just pareidolia. And then you've got this one up here.
Looks like bring that in there. Bring that in again, Andy.
Go in.
Can you zoom that in there?
Yeah.
That looks like on top of that, it looks like a woman's photograph.
Oh, what? Sorry.
A photograph of a woman, I should say. Yeah, right there.
The head
There. Yeah, look.
and the body.
Well, I
With a
see.
big,
It reminded me of a photograph of.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know what the hell that is.
But them two bits are not in any of the other photos.
No, I don't know what that is.
So this is why I always save copies everywhere. So if anything happens to them, I've still got it somewhere else.
Hmm.
I'm just going to zoom out on here 1 second. I just want to see where you're stood. So in that one, you're stood covering it.
Yeah.
So it's where the branch bends up. It might be... no, my mistake. It's just we can't see it in the others because either that bit isn't in the picture or you're stood in front of it. It's just out of shot. But even so, no, you're either covering it or it's out of shot. So, but whatever that is, I don't know. But that kind of creeped me out a bit when I looked at that yesterday.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Well, when I go back there next week, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah. So I'll go back to these ones and just flick through. Yeah. So this is So back to where we thought it felt like it was being watched or followed. On the track now, aren't we? So did we start going down there? Is that where we'd just come from?
We're walking
Was that where
down track 12. We come away from there now.
Right.
We're going towards. We're going down track 12.
Right. I jumped through a load of photos, didn't I? Right. So is that where we just walked down, wasn't it?
Yeah, we just walked down this track 12, and then it comes out, opens up a bit.
Yeah. So then we are on this bit.
There we are.
That's looking back
we're at the
in
beginning again.
Yeah. Oh, that's when we got to the crossroads.
Mm.
No, that was a crossroads, wasn't it? So this is where we're coming up to shadow people. Not yesterday, but from when you'd been before.
Before they cut the
So
trees
that's
down, we
now-
see a lot there.
Yeah. So that bit now, what we're looking into is as we're coming up that track, we was looking to our right. So we're just looking at
Yeah.
it from another 90-degree angle. So that's where it felt like there's someone watching us from in there.
Oh, that's
So
where
this
the
was
meter
the
started
second
going.
bit, wasn't it?
Mm.
And I put my phone right on top of it, and it was lit up red. And I moved about 5 foot away, and it was still lighting up red.
What I'll do when we come off, I don't know. I'll send that to you.
Yeah.
And the lights are lighting up. All of them are lighting up, and you're not even near me. You're not even near me.
No, I zoomed in on that.
No.
I'm about 5 foot away, at least 5 foot away on that one. Yeah, same again there. I'm just going left and right, taking random photos. So that is where we'd walk down from. And this is where we're heading. So this bit here, where you can see that tree line, that's where you said they chopped all the trees down about, was it 18 months ago? Oh, this bit
2 years ago. Before they chopped the trees down, you used to see, I call them shadow people. They could be, Bigfoot. I don't know. But we used to see them run through the trees. Lots of them.
Yeah.
And it was on that track where I was told to leave the ancients and aliens alone. Just go away.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a lot of activity on that track 12.
Well, it
was.
It seemed to hype up a bit yesterday, didn't it?
Mm.
So I just sort of see what they were, but it's just a reflection of leaves. So as we're walking along here, just past them, the logs that have been rolled.
Yeah. See, all that's gone. It's such a shame.
Yeah. So I'll go back. Is that too quick? Yeah. So then that was the start of just everything going off. And that was constant. It went anything between 1.2 and 0.3. And I was, how desperate was I to get in there? I was like, ready for you just throw me over so I could get in. It's all brambles and everything. I had shorts on again. So yeah, even VM's gone up to 3. Please don't ask me what VM means. I don't know. Can't remember. I did read it once and forgot. But this was like, I was actually holding it on the tray. And as soon as I touched one particular tray, the energy spike would just go straight up. But it was between, was it that tray and that tray? Was it them two? Or was it further down?
I don't know. It's difficult to tell when it's looking at the photographs.
Yeah. But I've done that in the photos just to show you that it wasn't a constant, it was up and down all the time. And that's why I've took so many photos to the K2 meter. So you can see that it wasn't just on that. It was constantly moving. So I think it was it's between them two trees. It was just in this area. because as soon as we moved out of there, yours stopped flickering, and mine just stayed on 0 then for the rest of the day. Even touching it on other trees, like rubbing it up and down the back, nothing. But on that tree, it was going daft. So then we kind of heading out now, aren't we?
Yeah, yeah. But this is where the K2 meter was really crossing all the lights, wasn't it, yesterday, this part?
Yeah. But so that's where we was, that bit there.
Yeah.
The top of that path, that's where it is going stupid. And that's, like I said, that's where they've chopped all the trees down, and there's nothing there. There's no houses, there's no power cables, there's not even any running water, is there? That we know of.
But it was that part, so I'm told, is where Alistair Crowley used to perform some of his magic.
Yeah.
It again looks like heads there, but it's probably just
the light. See them two?
You just don't know.
Then there's that one.
And there's one there. Look at that, yeah. It's a strange what people see in his photographs, you know.
I know.
I've got a photograph in the area. It's a dog's head.
Yeah.
A dog's head in the tree, nothing else. I've got stuff. I'd have to send them to you. And, oh, thanks for that. What channel? I've got so much Andy over the years.
Yeah.
But Boudicca or Boudica or whatever you like to call it, she was there as well with her tribe. So is a lot of things happening in Rendlesham.
Yeah, because didn't you say she was just over the other side of that? Them trees
apparently,
at the back.
Track 7 is where a lot of the activity's been over the last couple of years.
Yeah, because we were on track 8, weren't we?
But they changed the track numbers. No good going looking at because they change the track numbers every week. You've just got to, mooch about and find your way around, really.
Yeah.
But, this is only part of it, Andy. What we saw, it must go 4 or 5 miles across, I think.
Yeah, easily. And then that's pretty much it, isn't it? Bit of fungi.
It's a great place. There's no two ways about it.
Yeah, and that. Well, I'll put this one up. These are like the last 2 photos, and then we're walking back up the road to the car park. So all that, even though it doesn't look a lot, that took 3.5 hours to walk around.
Yeah. And we didn't even get to Eastgate.
No, I know.
We didn't even get to Eastgate. All we did was 2.5 tracks.
Yeah.
But once you get to Eastgate, it all changes again. And then we met that girl, didn't we? Who told us about...
Oh, when we first got there in the car park. The one with the lazy dog.
The one with the dog that looked like me after I've had a walk round, And I've, in the sort of 12 years or 14 years I've been going, I didn't even know that existed. I'm going to have to find that.
Yeah, I remember her saying, she said it was the trail with the bird. It looks like a swallow or a swift.
Yeah. And she said
I did see that on one of the stumps, but then I didn't see it again. So...
said it's quite creepy.
Yeah. But yeah, that was our venture from yesterday. So we got guy in grey, what looked like uniform, the 2 orange orbs, feeling of being watched or followed, and then 1, 2, 3 lots of the K2 meter going, having its own little disco.
That K2 meter, I'll send it to you if I can, because I've never seen that before.
But it's like it was going on red, but it was only like bouncing back to the orange. It wasn't going all the way across, was it? It was literally staying full.
I'll have to get that up on my channel or somewhere, so you can all see it.
Yeah.
But so much went on there over the years, and anyone watching this, some people might know it, is across the road from Rendlesham is Sutton Hoo.
Yeah. Which
all those years ago would have all been joined on. And that's where they found the boat in the middle of a field. I mean, how the hell did a boat get in the middle of a field with all that treasure on it?
Oh, yeah.
God. And when I used to do the archery there, you weren't allowed, you're not allowed to take a metal detector in there, in the forest.
Yeah.
Quite a heavy fine if you take a metal detector in there.
I wonder why that is.
Probably because they found treasure over the road.
Going back with bags of...
But yeah, I mean, Sutton Hoo, obviously they found that ship, King Redwall, and all the things are in the British Museum at the moment. I think it's the British Museum. But I've been there, and it's in the middle of a field. How did a big boat get in the field?
Wow.
Rather strange.
But
I've seen there, I've seen there, as you look over, well, from near the archery club, I saw a UFO two of us saw it actually, one Sunday afternoon. And when I went on to Bentwaters, which is the next air base along, a UFO came above my heads, Unbelievable what goes on there. Yeah. Just got to be there at the right time, Andy.
I know. I think we was for some of it. I was going to say it wasn't a wasted journey. It won't have been a wasted journey, regardless. But because we got some stuff, but the only downside to it is you could not do a live stream from there because you don't. As soon as you step through that first line of trees, your phone signal's gone.
I've told you I've got one of these portable modem things.
Yeah,
I've tried it down there. No, you get it for a little while and then it's gone.
Yeah, but as well as the thicker you get into it, the less chance of you getting a signal. Anyway, so if it was ever to do an investigation there, it would be pre-recorded, which I do want to do before the end of the year. I think but you can't stay overnight though, can you?
Well, you can't go in the car park now. They've stopped it.
No. So that one where we was parked. But so when I got my ticket yesterday, it said till midnight.
Well, probably, stay till midnight then. But but there are places along the road. I mean, they can't, as far as I know.
Oh no, yeah.
Stop you. The only problem is finding your way in and out.
And it's all right finding your way in. That's the easy bit.
I've got lost there twice.
Yeah.
And and I met this woman. Me and my mate, he's passed now, he's not with us now. And she's chatting away to us in a different part of the forest. Don't even know how we got there. And she said, well, I'm going back to my house now. Where? What house? And she just vanished. So whether she was a spooky or not, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I've had other encounters in there. And you think, well, I don't know who's who really. Yeah, I've seen some strange stuff in there. I'll send some pictures over to you.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
He's gone.
No, I'm still here. I've just got something in my eye. And literally pulling my eyeball out to get it. Oh, I think it's just hay fever. Sorry about that. Oh, still sore.
But as long as you enjoyed it yesterday, Andy, that's the main thing, and
yeah,
you got
definitely.
something from it.
I think it'd be worth going down there, a few people meeting up and having a mooch about, because then we could. I was going to say we could split up, but you'd have to have radios, which I've got anyway. But I think that'd be the only way to communicate.
The side we went is easy, really,
Yeah.
because but once you start walking the other way deeper into it,
yeah,
you can. So I've got stuck there twice. Once on a mountain bike, two of us, and then me and my mum. We didn't know where. How do we get out of here? You know. And this woman said to me, "If you turn right, you'll see the house and hear the voices." I didn't see any house. I didn't hear any voices. Oh. Yeah. So, who knows? Who knows what went on there?
No.
It's a fascinating place, like all forests and all these places, not just
Rendlesham. Yeah. Have you been to Thetford?
Well, yeah, I didn't reckon that.
You're not?
Nothing
That's massive, though, isn't it? That goes on forever.
But say we're all different. I mean, no, I didn't get anything there at all.
No. So which bit of Thetford did you go into? Do you know?
I can't remember.
Because it's split, isn't it? So you got the bit where Centre Parks is. And that's like... Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, John kept me up yesterday. Making me walk for miles. And you got the bit that goes past Centre Parks. And I've logged that distance. So from Thetford Centre, like where all the shops and that are, when you first hit the line of trees, right the way through, because there are a couple of villages going through, but it's still Thetford Forest. I think it was 16 miles from one end to the other that I could do on the road, and then whatever it is latitude.
I don't remember. I think I can't remember. I've done a couple of gigs in Thetford, mediumship stuff.
Yeah,
that was okay. But I didn't pick anything up in the forest. Maybe we went to the wrong place, or because you will go to these places more than once, haven't you? You know, you go to one part, you
find another, don't you?
Yeah. But I've heard it's good in there. I've heard things about it, but just wasn't my day.
No. How it goes sometimes, though, isn't it? One of them things.
But yeah, I mean, next time have a look at Eastgate. As I said, Chris Nash used to sit there 3 or 4 nights a week with his bacon and burgers, and he used to get some amazing stuff. And in those days, I've come back about 6 years there, you used to see all these little lights flashing jumping between the trees. I don't mean it was. It's so much going on a few years ago. Yeah. It's just not happening there anymore.
No, it's like I said. We were saying yesterday, weren't we? One of my thoughts, it could be whatever was there initially could just be residue of that energy left over, and that's why you're getting stuff coming in now and again. But then it's like anything. Like I said, it's like a drawing, isn't it? You do a drawing on a piece of paper, eventually it fades away to next to nothing. Could it be the same with energy?
It just sort of happened ever so quick. And as I said yesterday, you know, there are people charging extortionate amounts of money to people to go around here.
Well, it was cheaper for me to drive there and back from Northampton than it would to do certain people's walks.
Well, anyone who pays to go for a walk, I don't care who's listening, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Anyone who pays 35 quid to walk around there,
or more,
give it to me. And And I don't know, and I've said this before, because with other things, but the spirit world, the spirit people, they're watching all the time.
Yeah.
And maybe they just got sick and tired of it. You don't know, and moved off somewhere else. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I say 14 years I've been going out, and it's just gone. It's just gone. So why is it gone? Is there, someone said to me, of all these different people walking about, different energies? I'm not sure about that, but
I know.
things do chop and change, don't they?
Yeah.
So
is that anything?
So I'll send some pictures over, and
yeah,
people can make what they can of it.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting and get their views,
Yeah, because what I'll do with that one, I'll do like the eyes only one, where I just put the pictures up and let everyone in the chat or anyone watching it back, let them decide what they think it is. Like I said, I'm not putting them up there to say, oh, it's fake, it's CGI, it's this, that, and the other. I'm putting them up just to show you what. Sorry, I'm just got to write something. What I captured or what you captured, and that's it. And if you think there's something in the picture, let us know. If there's not, ignore it. Just say no, not in that. Next.
Yeah, I mean, to me, these are definitely monks or something.
Yeah.
And this creature, this hairy thing that's laying across the road, you can't miss that.
Giant hairy fish.
This big hairy, you'll see this thing, big hairy thing across the road.
Yeah.
I can't think what's happened to me in there. I've had people speak to me. I've had things thrown at me as well.
Yeah. You said you felt like you'd been tugged on the shoulder as well. Was that in there or was that somewhere else?
Oh no, I think that's the little girl. That's the kid that's with me here.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
I don't upset her today.
No.
She tugs on my sleeves and wants attention all the time. Not all the time, but and I think she's the one that undid those guitar strings.
Yeah.
But she's all right. She's been all right lately. I haven't really been hunting for anything, but things do go missing in here.
Yeah.
Do you know what? This is really strange. I had those boots in my car yesterday, walking boots. Yeah. I'd come back from Scotland, and I had these socks that the guys, they were very comfortable to wear with these boots, right? So I got back from Scotland Monday. I can't find his sock. One of them's gone. I think this is how mad it is in here. I thought I'm going to pop up the shops today, supermarket, and I grabbed I got a stack of bags because I'm, blokes are right. I'll throw them away later. And I've got this bag. I put and inside is this bloody sock. I spent all day yesterday and the day before looking for it. Now, where did I get in that bag on top of my cupboard?
And that bag didn't go up to Scotland with you?
No. And this is what happens. It's like it's all the time, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think this morning, how did that get on top of my cupboard in a bag, carrier bag?
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. I've got my socks back.
Yeah. I suppose one's better than none.
Oh God! And the Butley Priory monks, where I told you about yesterday, I think they own the land where I am now.
Right.
So you've got all this sort of stuff going on. It's quite mad, really.
Tell you what we'll have to do. If we meet up again, I'll take you to that woods where I seen what I thought was that Anubis type looking thing. It's only King's Lynn, so it ain't too far from you.
King's Lynn, there's a place there called, I can't think what it's called, and where apparently the village turns back into like the 1600s.
Does it?
Yeah. I keep meaning to go up there.
There's another place. I remember when I was driving down the A14 yesterday. It's next to Woolpit. So Woolpit always intrigues me. The Green Kids and
The Green Kids,
the
yeah.
1920s. But you've got Rougham next, just down the road from it, and that's the place. Well, there's a vanishing house. So there's a big house. There's a lot of big houses there, but obviously you got the cottages and the terrace and that on the main street. But then on one particular part of this village, you drive down and you'll either see the house or you won't. Sounds stupid. And there's like green tiles or something on the floor leading up to the house. So some people have drove past and seen it, and other people have lived there for years and never seen it. And it only happens, apparently only happens every so often. But when we were coming back from Suffolk last year, I thought, we'll have a drive through Rougham and see. Anyway, I didn't see it. But like I said to you yesterday, sorry, I like to go to these places and expect to not have anything happen. Then that way you're not disappointed. It's a nice day out, nice walk, and then if you get something, it's a bonus.
You know, the night that I was at Bentwaters, the security guard was there. I knew him. And he said, come on one night and I'll show you around. Anyway, we went in there. It was Midsummer's Night, 2017. And then this other bloke joined us. I'd never met him before. And it was 11:30 because I took my last photograph at 20 to 12. And as we were standing by the gates, this massive craft come above us. And this guy who weren't into what we do, he said, what is that? And this thing, and it's went in segments, and you can see the black sky. And the message all I got in my head from that was, what you say and what you think is correct.
Oh.
And I've talked to people about all this, you know, no one's interested, rather go and watch those clowns at these conferences who've been talking about the same thing for 50 years, you know.
Yeah.
And that is the only thing I don't like about what we do and never have done, is that you talk and try and get answers and you can't. People don't seem very interested. And so you've just got to go and find them for yourself. But how often do you see a UFO above your head? Not very often. But people don't seem very, they I don't know, it's just the same old. And maybe that's what's happened at Rendlesham. Maybe, you know, same old. I don't know. It's definitely gone off the boil. Definitely. Yeah. Well, there we are. A bit of exercise, Andy, and I'm sure I can do it. Looking at my belly in those pictures. Yeah, it's just fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, that's it. Good exercise. Nice day out. Wasn't raining. Great company.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, right. A few people in there.
Yeah.
Put the wind up. Put the wind up.
Alex is doing his salesman's pitch and getting more subs for the channel.
Yeah.
That, I checked on the way out and I got one more sub, so it could have been that couple we was chatting to.
You're lucky. I don't get anything like that.
No,
I think I frightened that girl. I don't think she's going to go back there again.
Well, she said doesn't she go every other day, taking the dog?
Look, same as when I lived there. I used to go down there just 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah.
And she does, but she said, "Oh, you frighten me now, what are you telling me?" And as for that thing that come across the airfield, I must send you those pictures.
Yeah.
God knows what that was. Yeah. And then we've still got the Men in Black to contend with.
Yeah. They were saying that they chased someone out. Didn't they chase someone out? Or have I dreamt that since?
No, we.
No, yeah, I remember it. Yeah, it was you.
I don't know who it was. I don't know what they were.
No,
it was a very weird afternoon, and yeah, it weren't. I didn't feel too clever there that day. Right, this doesn't feel right. I just don't talk about it because
Well, you
I
don't
don't
know
like
what's
talking.
listening, do you?
Don't like talking. You don't know who's watching this stuff, do you?
No.
You haven't done anything wrong. And as it is it is like a military base, isn't it? Let's be fair.
Well,
So,
yeah, Woodbridge is literally the other side of the road. You've got the landing strip, haven't you? Because as
yeah,
we drive into the car park, you've got the runway lights going along
yeah.
at the edge of the fence.
You usually get the Apache helicopters there, but as I was driving home yesterday, I heard this noise, and this helicopter Apache come just down, not too high above me, but in a different part of Suffolk. So
Right.
it is a base, and you just don't know what they're doing in there. So it could be them.
No,
They don't want
could
people
be.
reaching about, maybe. Yeah.
Could be anything, couldn't it?
Or they just think there's a bunch of weirdos that can get on with it. I don't know.
Probably a little bit of everything, I reckon.
Yeah.
A bit of a
Yeah,
mix.
let them have their fun,
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, I think we've come to the end of it. Excuse me. Just as Terry comes in.
That's quite good. I'll tell you what I have thought, though. Some of those guys, I said to you yesterday, they could be having a laugh. They could be hiding in the undergrowth.
I reckon there were people hiding.
Come and cut the mugs. Let's put the wind up them.
You get that gut feeling, don't you? So
yeah,
always go with that.
Yeah, keep an open mind. But I'll send those things over to you.
Yeah. Right. So that's the end of this bit. I am back on in how many hours? 4.5 hours. Back on at 8 o'clock tonight, UK time. Well, I'm going to be talking with Paul Blake Smith of the Gleason-Nixon alien investigation and Eisenhower UFO cover-up. So that's at 8 o'clock tonight, UK time. That's 3 p.m. EST, 12 noon PST, 1 o'clock Mountain Time, 6 o'clock Texas time. Something like that anyway. I probably know the times in America better than I do the UK, just for doing this. Oh, and 5 a.m. in New South Wales. So, the rest of the world not got a clue. They're the only ones that I've needed to know. But as you can see behind me, I now have clothing with the name on and the codes. Anyone interested? Different sizes, different colours. These ones are actually mine, so no one's having them. Can get printed, get them shipped out to you. It works out cheaper. The more I order, you get a better discount. So if anyone does want them, just email me at shop@andydecodes.com. If I am sending them out to other countries, if anyone's interested there, they will have to cover shipping fees, unfortunately, because it just cost me too much to send them out. Oh, excuse me. And also, because I was telling Alex this just before the show, wasn't I, about my NFC. So we know you can get these, which are decals that you can stick to your car, van, whatever, just on your window, front of your house. People walk past, and all you do is tap it with your phone. You set it's already preloaded with whatever social media platform you want. So when you tap on this, I'll show you now. So as you tap on it, comes up. There you go.
I'll get some of them later on.
Channel. So yeah, and they don't cost that much either. So I'm just going to have it either at the front or on one of the rear quarter lights on the car, and then hopefully people will tap it and join. and not cause havoc. Put it that way.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, yeah. So, yeah. So that's it. Anything you want to add, Alex, before we vanish?
No, thanks for inviting me on.
Thank you for yesterday. Really appreciate it.
If anyone's around on a Sunday, 7 o'clock, the Lounge, Sunday Night Live. This week I've got Elaine Thorpe on.
Yeah.
And she does the trance with Guide Jonathan. She's on this week.
Yeah.
And just if you want to find me on Facebook, and you'll find my photographs on there, on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to come and join me on a Sunday, got something to talk about.
Yeah, because you do it through Facebook as well as YouTube, don't you? So you do it on both platforms.
Yeah. But it says, do you want all three, doesn't it? So I think, why not?
Yeah, I used to do it on Facebook, but I only really use Facebook to advertise YouTube. So I'm using it as like a stepping stone for that. So
we get more. We might get a couple of hundred viewers on Facebook, where I don't on YouTube.
Right. You know what? I might. The reason that I did it only to YouTube as well was to keep the traffic directed to YouTube. But because I know there's probably more people that use YouTube than they do Facebook for watching stuff. There we go.
Oh, comment there, blimey. Gone all blue now. What's happened there?
Hi, James.
Thank you. Thank you, James. I've got a fan.
Yeah. So it is. I'll read that because this will go out. No, this one won't go on podcast because it's more visual. But so your Facebook is www.facebook.com/alex.lovelock12.
Is it? You know more than me, mate.
I'm reading it off the screen. And his YouTube channel is youtube.com/@AlexLovelock4662.
Joe's put me up there again.
Yeah, so I'll put them both on the screen, and Joe can stick them in the comments.
Yeah, I'm not clever enough for all this. I'll be here forever. I'll send you those lights over if I can somehow.
Yeah.
Or I'll send you the video, and you can put it through PowerPoint if you want to put it.
I'll find a way of doing it. I've still got a few days.
It's easy. So. It's just that StreamYard only seemed to take PowerPoint.
Yeah.
So I spent half the morning doing this, and I couldn't share it. Couldn't share it with you.
No avail.
Also, you can find me on Spotify. This, that, and everything. Anything else that I can put it on.
Yeah.
Why not?
So it's Sunday night. You and Elaine.
Yeah.
The Lounge.
The Lounge. Yeah.
Yeah. Facebook, YouTube. My Facebook profile's open, so you should be able to see Alex on there if you can't get hold of him any other way. Because I tagged you in this for today, so if you're not sure, just go on the link for this and click on his name, and that'll take you to the right person. Because I've done that before. I've clicked on someone, started sending them a message. It's like, don't even look like the person I want to be talking to. Delete, try again. It's so easy to do.
Yeah, a lot of the photographs are on there, I think, if I remember. And have a look at them. See what you reckon.
No, so I do. So yeah, I'm going to upload I wanted to do this first, then upload a lot of the photos, so then people can have a look. And
I should go over my photos I took as well.
Yeah.
Yesterday. I've just sorted out Alistair Crowley's photos I got from Scotland last week. Because my phone, we got to his place and my phone went dead. It's never done that before.
Yeah. Oh, for
Well,
those that don't know, you was up in Scotland last week, weren't you? Up
yeah,
in
and
Inverness.
I managed to get down to Alistair Crowley's house. Not for long. I didn't go in, and was on one of these tour buses,
Oh, yes.
tour day.
You've become
I
mates
said
with
to
the coach
Yeah, I
driver,
said-
didn't you?
I said to the driver, I said, "Do you know Boleskine House?" I knew he was going near there.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah." I said, "Any chance?" He said, "Yeah, okay, yeah, 5 minutes." So I got out. A couple of people followed me, but my phone has never done it before. It just went dead. But I had my Canon, the 35mm.
Yeah.
Are they still called 35mm cameras? I don't know. Anyway, I had my Canon camera, and I got
35 mil.
Yeah, I got pictures of his house and pictures of the graveyard opposite. But my phone, it had gone. It died on me like that. Over whether that was Mr. Crowley playing around. But I've got stories about him as well, you see.
Ah.
But you don't know, do you? You never know.
Interesting.
You never know who's watching.
Now, I've just remembered something. I'm going to be going out doing an investigation tomorrow day around the corner. I'm going to go to either the cemetery or the church ruins, but I'm going to be going on my own because I want to see what it's like without anyone else being there. Not brave enough to go to the church ruins on my own at night because there's some creepy stuff that goes on around there. It's the most haunted place in Northampton, apparently. So, and people have had stuff happen there during the day. There's a guy, I borrowed 2 books off Ellie, Adrian Perkin. Now he's from Northampton. He's a investigator. I'm sure it's Adrian Perkin. Let me double check. Sorry, 1 minute. I know I'll keep doing this, but I didn't know I was going to be talking about it. Adrian Perkins, that's it.
Yeah.
And he lives in Northampton, in one of the villages. And he's done quite a lot of investigating around these parts, as well as everywhere else. But I'm sure that's one of the places that he's been to as well. And I know other people have put stuff on Facebook when they've gone there, like when they've been doing these walks and what have you. They have heard and seen stuff in there. So there's a black dog. There's a red-haired woman who sings and/or whistles. There's whistling. I've had stuff happen in there day and night. Me and Becky went a few months back now. It was a Saturday afternoon. I thought I'll do a TikTok live because I just hit 1,000 followers. So I thought, right, I'll just do like half an hour or something. Anyway, she's inside what would be the church building. You've only got the walls, if that. And I'm on the outskirts, so there's a dry stone wall at the bottom. There's a little brook that runs down there. So I'm walking there, I'm chatting away, saying what I'm doing and what's going on. She's shouting me. Now, her voice, you couldn't miss it half a mile away, and I'm not being horrible. If she's shouting out, you can hear it. I couldn't hear her, and she couldn't see me. Bit like what you were saying about Elaine when she went down that track and she went missing for 15 minutes.
Yeah, number 7. Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. And so I'm walking round and I'm just filming. And she thought I was trying to scare her and has either hid somewhere or I'd gone back to the car. And it's literally not even a 2-minute walk back to the car. You go to the top of the hill through the gate and there's just like a little gravel pit where you park up. And she started getting scared at this point because I wasn't responding. And I'm like, I've been here all the time. And I retraced my steps and shown her where I was. And she showed me where she was in the building. And there is no way I would have not been able to see or hear. There's no way we wouldn't have been able to see or hear each other.
Strange,
and that was about 10 minutes top, 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because we were no more than 20 foot away from each other.
Well, Elaine vanished. She said she hadn't. And her husband, he said, "Where is she?" So I don't know. But she said she didn't, but she wasn't there. Very strange.
I know.
But yeah, I might go out to Dunwich tomorrow. That's Dunwich is quite. And Black Shuck, the black
yes.
shuck.
Yeah, I've heard that. I know we said we're finishing, but I might as well carry on for a few minutes. Bungay, the church.
I've been there. I had a strange
The,
thing there a few weeks ago.
The devil, is it a devil
The
house?
devil dog.
The
Yeah, the dog.
devil dog.
It killed 5 people in Blytheborough Church. Then it
When
ran.
it's 1200 and something, it happened. Oh, I got the wrong year.
1500 and something.
It was either 12 or 15. That was my next one.
Yeah. I should know. I wrote a bit on it. And it's, I
But
can't
then
remember.
they've still got these scorch marks down the door, haven't they?
I've got the photos on my Facebook. I did a video about it.
Yeah.
And I went in that church a few months ago, took some photos, and I realised on my camera I had a close-up thing.
All right.
I thought, oh, I'll go back in there and take some pictures again.
Yeah.
And then I heard something crash, and I looked, there's no one in there. So I thought, I'll get out of there. I went to Dunwich, and under the sea in Dunwich is a town. The whole town is under the sea, the old town. But this is strange. This is quite funny. It was a friend of mine, and we're walking on a cliff, and I heard this shouting, "Oh, help me!" I thought, oh my God, what's going on here? Spooks.
Yeah.
And I looked into the woody bit, and there's this man. And I said, I'm drunk, but he wasn't. And I helped this geezer up. And this woman come running along. Where's my husband? Well, I've got him here.
Yeah.
Anyway, this poor guy, he had dementia and something else. And we got him back in this trolley thing. And his wife, you know what she said to me?
Go on.
She said, you know you remind me of? I said, I know, Steve McQueen. You know, someone like that.
Yeah.
No, she said, Harry Seacombe. Do you know what? I thought I'm going to drop him on the floor. Harry Seacombe? I don't even like Harry Seacombe.
Now you mention it. No, I'm only messing.
Yeah, I thought I'd like Steve McQueen, Paul Newman. you know, he's having a joke.
Yeah.
And she said, well, I'll come back. Went on internet. I thought, let's have a look at this Harry Seacombe. I don't think I'm that large. Anyway, I don't help anyone. I don't help anyone anymore.
Don't pick anyone up.
No.
Literally.
The problem is, if that guy had rolled the wrong way, he could have been over the cliff.
Oh, not worth thinking
So
about.
that's my good deed for the day, and there you go. So,
yeah. Right, well, we'll end it on that note then.
Why not?
So, thank you again for everything. Thanks for meeting up yesterday, showing me around. Great day out.
That was great. It's great to meet you.
And getting to know you and Rendlesham. And
Anytime,
thank you again,
Andy.
and thanks for coming on here.
Oh, no, thanks for inviting me. Anytime. It's not good to meet you. I know, we've met on here, but it was good to meet you. And
yeah.
Oh, next time I go, I'm going to see if I can find that part where that girl told us about.
Yeah.
The part that I've never been to. So.
And I'll send you all the pictures, but I'll mark up the ones that are a little bit different.
And I'll send you the video and the thing of all those lights going off.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for having me. Thank you all your followers on here and all the comments and everything. And see you again.
Yes. Right. So if you hang on once we finish, and then we'll start something out. So thank you, everyone. Oh, Penny's just put she's sub to your show, so you got another one.
Oh, well, thank you, Penny. #1 fan.
Perfect. Right. So thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Excuse me. Watching. Don't forget, in 4 hours from now, I'm going to be speaking to Paul Blake Smith. He's going to be talking, I suppose, White House connections to the UFO and alien activities. So please don't miss that one. And if you want any t-shirts, hoodies, just like I said, email shop@andydecodes.com and we'll go from there. So thanks again, Alex. Thanks to Joe for modding. Thank you, everyone in the chat. And we'll see you in 4 hours. Have a great afternoon
and goodbye.